Good morning everyone, how you doing? It's Paul here from Unusual Things. Now this morning I am in Putney Green Cemetery and Crematorium. Now what I'm going to do today is I'm going to look around this part of the crematorium, okay? Now I can't guarantee that I will find any of the plaques or the names of the people that I'm after, and I will tell you who they are very shortly. But I've had lots of requests for these people asking if I can go and visit their graves. So obviously they're not buried, they're cremated and their ashes are interred. So I'm hoping that they've got a plaque here. If they've got a plaque here, a memorial plaque, then I'm hoping to find it. So it might take me a long time, but obviously I'll edit it down for you guys to make it nice and easy. So it looks like it's 2 minutes, but it's probably going to take me a while because looking around, it's a big area. Okay, I'll tell you some of the names and I'll read them out in a minute. I won't give you too much history on them because there's too many and it would just take me forever to do all the history and bits and bobs, but I'll give you what I can, and then obviously, you know, if it's one of your favourite people or one of the ones that you've requested, at least then you know where they are. So I'm in Putney, which is just sort of South London area, just up the A3, just past Guildford really, I suppose. Yeah, don't forget, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe. And if you want to hit that notifications bell, that will let you know when I've got more videos coming out. So what I'll do is I'll walk around, I'll have a look, I'll read out some information for you about the people that I'm looking for. And then if we find them, happy days. We'll get onto it now, shall we? Okay, like I said, I can't promise that we're going to find these people because there's so many here, but I will have a look anyway. So one of the first ones people have asked me about is Joan Sims. Now she was an actress, of course, and she was in the Carry On films. Born on the 9th of May 1930. She never married, but Kenneth Williams once proposed a marriage of convenience to her, but she decided to decline and say no. She suffered with depression a lot of her life, especially later on in her years, where she felt a little bit unvaluable really and didn't feel like she was worthy. I suppose it was the sort of imposter syndrome that some actors and actresses get, and some people that are in the celebrity lifestyle where they don't feel that they're worthy of being there. Now as you can see, there's little memorial plaques down here, so as I'm walking along and talking, I'll read them out. Yeah, Joan Sims, so later on she suffered with alcoholism as well, and sadly when her best friend Hattie Jakes, who was also a Carry On star, passed away, she just suffered even more and just couldn't cope with things. She was diagnosed with diverticulitis disease in 1997 and admitted to hospital in 2000, and she died in 2001 on the 28th of June from liver failure, COPD, diverticulitis and diabetes. So that's Joan Sims, one of the Carry On actors. Like I say, look, there's so many memorial plaques here. I'm hoping we'll get round to at least finding a couple. Right, another one, Lance Perceville. Now he was an actor, born the 26th of July 1933. He voiced Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr in the Beatles animated TV series, and he starred in That Was the Week That Was. He also starred in one Carry On film. He may have starred in more, but I could only find one that he starred in, which was Carry On Cruising in 1962. Now, let's have a little look here. There's so many names, so many people. So that was Lance Perceville I was just talking about there. Another one of my favourites, John Pertwee, born the 7th of July 1919. Now during World War II he was in the Royal Navy, and in 1969 he was offered a role as Doctor Who, and he starred in Doctor Who between 1970 and 1974. In 1979 he took the part of Wurzel Gummidge, and he sadly died unexpectedly whilst he was travelling with his wife around USA on the 20th of May 1996 due to a heart attack. Now I'm just going to have a little look on this wall here to see if there's any that we can see. See if there's any names that jump out to us at all. just so many. It's just such a beautiful little place, look. It's just so many names. But hey, we'll have a look around, we'll keep going. Hopefully you're not getting too bored. Right, another one. Now this one is quite a sad one really, and you would have all heard of the case. Because you'd have heard of the foundation. And this is Anthony Nolan. Now, he was born in 1971 and passed away in 1979, and he was the son of Shirley Nolan, and he was 7 years old when he passed away. And basically he passed away because he required a bone marrow transplant and obviously never got one. But his mother founded the charity after his death, the Anthony Nolan Trust. Like I say, you'd have all heard of that. And it was set up in order to help find bone marrow donators to keep people alive, basically. And it's been very successful ever since. A successful charity. And his mother was awarded an OBE in 2000, but sadly she passed away in 2002. Now I'm having a look here. What I have found as well is that some of these ones that I'm looking for, they have said specifically they don't have a nameplate. Okay, but there are some that do. But like I say, it's such a big... Now, of course, another one that has been requested very highly is the actress Hattie Jakes. Now, I've heard that her ashes were scattered under plot 16 near a little oak tree. So we'll come out here and we'll have a look. Now, Hattie Jakes, born the 7th of February 1922, and she's best remembered for all the Carry On films, isn't she? She was married to John Le Mesurier, I think I've said his name correctly, who was a star of Dad's Army, of course. And she starred in 14 Carry On films over a 15-year period. And she played in Carry On Nurse, Carry On Doctor, Carry On Again Doctor, Camping, Matron. I promise I won't do the Kenneth Williams matron thing like everyone else usually does. And yeah, she started in 1958 and Carry On Sergeant was her first movie. And she also appeared with Eric Sykes in his TV show as well. Do you know what, as I'm walking around, you see all these names, it's just so sad. I know death comes to us all and there's no escaping it. We all get there. It's a circle of life, as they once sung in The Lion King, but you know, it's just a reminder. So yeah, and in 1980 she was advised by doctors not to travel to Greece, but because her health remained really poor, and she sadly died on the 6th of October 1980 due to a heart attack at the age of 58 and kidney failure. So there's just a few of the really well-known people that are cremated and their ashes are interned here. And you know, when you see, these are lovely, these, because they've all got little trees or rose bushes or something like that. But like I said earlier, some of the more well-known people have chosen not to have name plaques. They've just had their ashes scattered in the grounds. But look at the grounds, they're beautiful, and I can understand why. But I will continue to have a little bit more of a look around. I'm sorry if the video hasn't been that interesting because we haven't found a name plaque as of yet. However, it gives you an insight into the ones that you've asked for so far. Now, what I am going to tell you is that I get a lot of requests as well for Rick Mail. Rick Mail is buried in his own family farm down in, I think it's Devon, somewhere like around that area. So there's no access to seeing Rick Mail's grave. People like Kenneth Williams, he again is cremated. Sid James cremated. Barbara Windsor cremated. Some of them have memorial plaques at Golders Green in London, which I will be going to hopefully quite soon as well, so I can show you. People like Mark Bolan is there as well, so I can show you all of their memorial plaques. But I just want to make you aware, so that when you request them, you're aware of whether or not they're buried or cremated. Now, I've seen Bowes Red. It's an early morning again. I've seen Rosebed 14. Now, Hattie Jakes was under 16, so let's go and have a look. We'll see if we can see 16, and we'll see if there is a little name plaque there for her at all or not. We can only try, can't we? Like I said at the start, I can't promise anything, but we will have a look. I saw a member of staff and I said, you know, I asked them about some of the names that we've been looking for, and he did tell me, he can tell me for a fact that opposite bedrow 16, where the tree is underneath, is where Hattie Jakes, her ashes were spread here on the ground. Now, obviously there's no marker. I've looked around and he said he didn't think there was a marker. So I think the best we can do is just give the tree a tap, because if Hattie Jakes had her ashes spread amongst this ground, hopefully they've been absorbed with nature into the tree. I just want to say thank you, Hattie, because to be part of that carry on genre, wow, is amazing, and such a great thing. You know, all us sort of, again, bugs, all of us people from that era, you know, we love the carry on films, we love the humour, we love what they stood for, just slapstick comedy of its time, really, nothing more than that, and it's great. So again, no plaque, but to be told that Hattie Jakes' ashes were spread opposite the tree, opposite 16, that'll do, and I'm happy with that. I can know that we've got something out of today at least from this visit here. Anyway, on that note, with the crematorium, it's been one of those visits, but we know it's going to happen every now and again, don't we? They're not all going to be great. We're not all going to find them. But you know, at least we come out and try and we look, and that's the most important part. As it's always difficult with cremations and plaques and things like that, because obviously it doesn't stand out. You know, a headstone stands out. If you see a picture of it, you can look at the shape and get a rough idea, thinking what terrain's around it, what can I see, and think, oh, I can relate that to that. But with a memorial plaque for cremation, something that big in amongst thousands, whew, it's tough. Anyway, on that note, at Putney Crematorium and Cemetery, on a beautiful day again, thank you once for like if you like, subscribe if you want to, and hit the notifications bell as well. And it's just so beautiful here. I could just stand here for a long time. It's just so peaceful. But I'll see you all in the next one. Take it easy.